So, how you going, guys?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So I got the Prom, we just released Beloved through Epitaph, and it's just exploded.
It has more than we were anticipating. So I thought it'd take a little while to get some traction, but it's doing well in the ARIA charts and that, and just
I guess we're really getting ready for Soundwave and just trying to get everything ready for US touring after that. So we hadn't really thought a lot about where I was going to hit with that, but
kind of went, oh yeah, the album's out now.
Awesome. And so you guys recorded in Gothenburg, Sweden, is that right?
Correct.
What was that experience like for you guys?
It's not your second time there, I guess, because the last Prom record was done there as well.
Yeah, it's almost a second home now because we've spent so much time there. A real easy city to navigate. It's similar in some ways to where we grew up in Adelaide, just in that it's a small city. The actual recording experience was probably easier this time, now that we knew the people we were working with, rather than last time being really young, a bit more inexperienced, sort of intimidated by them. This time was just a pretty relaxed, almost fun. I don't want to say fun because it never is, but
yeah, we were there for like 6 weeks, so it's kind of a long one, I guess. Frederick, who we recorded with, obviously he's like this metal legend, but he's just like a maniac running around. He's like a granddad these days, but in and out of the studio, doing crazy stuff all the time. Super laid back and fun, and like he's more acts like a 13-year-old more than any of us by far. You know what I mean? It's good times.
Must have been a really cool culture over there.
Yeah, I really like Sweden.
I'd move there. It's good. Yeah. I'm not planning to, but I could see myself living there.
You've been there winter before?
Only not the blistering winter. No, not yet. That might change my mind if you're getting snowed under every second of your life. But yeah, real nice place.
You've really come from one extreme of weather to the other, haven't you?
A little bit. We've been home for a while. So yeah, Melbourne and Adelaide have been blistering for
quite a while now.
For quite a while.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And so there's a lot of melodic death metal sort of coming into Sweden and that kind of thing. Did that influence you guys with the new album?
Absolutely. That's always been. I don't really know what current bands that are similarly genred like us. I don't know what their influences are because ours came from that sort of 90s melodic death metal. The reason we were doing it, we liked those bands and we liked Hatebreed, Earth Crisis, that kind of hardcore. So we matched them together a fair while back, and so that's still the only influence I personally take when I'm trying to come up with ideas. Definitely a great style of music. The studio we went to, a lot of those bands recorded their great albums there as well, so that was
it's a trip to be able to do it as well.
Yeah, definitely. You're like, I'm using that head the Inflames used again 20 years ago or whatever, so yeah, it was cool.
Well, I think the fact that you guys were so experimental that long ago has really influenced the Australian metalcore scene.
I guess so. We get that a lot. I guess when you're immersed in it, you can't look at it from an outsider perspective and just go, it's similar or something. But maybe we introduced people to that type of guitar playing, that type of overall sound, and even maybe they went backwards and saw what we were influenced by to, using their own music. So that's pretty cool.
And so is a part of branding the new album, not only grabbing the existing fans from 8 to 10 years ago, but also trying to show sort of younger generations and overseas demographic what you're all about?
Well, I guess so, yeah. We probably don't really think it out all that much. Just really, like those old influences that sort of Prom have really found their feet with quite some time ago. Sort of keep coming through. We just want to write a record that we think's really good, you know what I mean? And I think that seems like a lot of the time where good stuff comes from. When you're doing something, you're like, I'm really enjoying this, I'm feeling it, it's good, and then people seem to resonate with others, I guess. Yeah, so that's probably more like, I guess, how it sort of came together, the style that it has.
Hopefully that's like some of the longevity of the band, is that we're not sitting there with a whiteboard going, this song needs this, which I get the vibe of a lot of the young bands that are doing similar music that basically taking on board writing like it's a customer service thing. That like people want some dance music and they want a blast beat and they want a polka beat or something. That's just bizarre that you you'd look at your own music that way and sort of kneel to what people on the internet want to hear. So we just came up with what we did, and if people like it, then great.
An organic approach.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And so you guys are busy with touring and promoting, and it's just a really crazy time for you right now, huh?
Yeah, I guess heaps of press on Soundwave. We don't get much chance to see many bands and everything. That sucks. Look, it's part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're straight from this into Take Action tour with the guys in this Ghost Inside over in the States for a couple of days after this tour finishes, and then not too long after over to Europe, and then I think hopefully back for another thing in the States after that.
Wow.
So yeah, we'll keep pretty busy.
Really busy.
Yeah, it's climbing up pretty good. We're just taking one bit at a time, I guess, because it's all like straight after the record's all finished up. So.
And so you also played with the Ghost Inside last night with a Day to Remember as well for a Sidewave.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was cool. I guess for us, Sydney Sidewave was probably crazier. Like we're opening up that show because obviously those guys are both pretty massive. And last night I think the doors opened like 15 minutes before us. So not ideal opening setup, but that's part of it. Sydney went ballistic. So
really cool.
On the whole, it was really good.
And did you get Jonathan from the Ghost Inside on for that track that he featured in?
We got asked that before as well. We haven't actually.
We're gonna do it eventually.
Yeah.
I think
we're doing like what? This, then the States, then Europe with them.
We're doing lots. A lot of stuff with them this year. So I guess everyone's got to learn how to replay the song before we tackle it live.
Fair enough.
But it'd be cool having him on board.
Yeah, it's a cool song.
Thanks.
And so, is there an Australian headline tour in the pipeline as well, or is that a bit down the track?
Oh yeah, look, later half of the year we're trying to put something together that's like pretty big, like some stuff from overseas as well. We're just like make it worthwhile, I guess. So yeah, later half of the year, but